Third of our state championship tournament games. Winner of this game plays against Highland Hills at 8:30 tomorrow morning for the championship. And as soon as we get the cheers done here, we will get this game started. All right, here we go. Fort Juniors fan kicking off the third game. Molly, Bailey, Josie up front. Amber, Al on D. Face off. Josie skates in with it. Leaves it for Amber. Amber shot. Blocked. Goes to the corner. Molly in the corner battling. Comes up to Josie. Josie tries to put up to Amber. Gets tipped. Bailey comes in. Picks it up. Bailey in the corner with it. Bailey comes to the front of the net, and Molly can't find it as it goes through her skates. Select send it out. Al tries to throw it back in into the select player. Battle right below us here. Molly battling, pokes it through. Josie pokes it further through, but not quite far enough. Molly gets it in the zone, and it comes right back out. Amber gets it, dumps it all the way in. Harkey chasing down in the corner. Amber comes in to help. Amber gets it poked away. Mountain Select send it up and out. Al back for it. Al gets bodied, but it gets sent forward. Harkey, nice protection, gets the puck in the zone. Harkey with it, skates through a couple. Kendall comes in, picks up the loose puck. Kendall centers it, goes through everybody. Al gets it. Blocker saved by the goalie, comes over to the near side. Back up to Al. Al across to Moose. Moose just dumps it down in the corner. All the way around behind the net. Select bring it up. Moose comes over to the near side, keeps it in. Liz battling there, spits it in, and Select able to clear it up and out. Brooke on the far side battling. Janelle gets it. Back to Moose, over to Sophia on the near side. Sophia goes in, shoots, blocker save, rebounds out in front, and no 14ers are there chasing. Moose picks it up again. Moose misses one backhand, gives it to Janelle. Sophia pulls it out, pops out the other side. Janelle gets it, sends it in. Select pick it up, send it up out the boards. Moose has it. Moose goes up the side. Sophia back with it. Sophia making time. Sends it up. Out of the zone. Braden gets knocked over here. Al picks it up and goes. Al centers it. Jolie comes in, backhands it towards the net, and Select come out with it. Select down the middle. Nice poke away. Select get it in deep. Jolie goes into the corner, picks it up, turns back. Jolie up off the boards, around Braden. Jolie picks it up, sends it off the boards again. Bounces up, she's still on it. Dump it in. Select send it out, and Al has it. Al dumps it right back in. Back around behind the net. Up the far side. Liz pitches off one. They wave off the icing. Amber behind the net with it. Amber bodies the girl, falls over, sends it up the boards, but it's intercepted. Up to the point. Dumped into the far corner. Amber down there again with it. Amber up next to the net, loses it over to the sideboards, recovers, sends it up, intercepted, and dumped right back in, and Al has it. Al, far side, Josie tips it past the select bench. They send it all the way up and out, and Moose at the red line gets it, sends it across to Brooke. Brooke sends it all the way back in. Josie over there, pins it on the boards. Takes it into the corner. Liz in there helping her. Two on two in the corner. Finally spits out. Josie tries to drag the middle, gets it poked away, and Select comes up the near side, sends it up the middle. Moose pinches, protects the body position, but the puck bounces through, and Brooke has to pick it up and go out all the way behind our net. Up the middle, off the boards to Harkey. Bounces behind her. Select send it in their own zone. Harkey chases. Select back behind the net. Break out up the near side. Brooke unable to keep that one in. And we get a hand pass. We'll have a face-off just outside the zone with 11:02 here in the first. Nope, they're going to move it to center ice here. Lily Kendall Harkey up front. Al Amber back on D. Al gets it, misses the pass, gets taken out. Puck in, and Select able to tag up. Amber around behind that, chips it around one player, but to the other, goes through, shot from the point, blocked. Goes wide, Amber back behind to Kendall. Kendall behind Harkey on the near side. She comes over, collects it on the boards. Gets it in the zone. Al shot towards the net, picked off by the D. Molly, nice pinch in to read that, but gets poked off her stick. Amber there, kicks it forward. Molly with it. Molly shot, just wide of the net. Janelle on the near side with it. Janelle to Sophia. Sophia backhand, wide of the net. Amber pinches way down. Sophia has it in the corner. Select comes up through the middle. Had a 2-on-1, but one decided to go off and change, so they dump it in, and Al picks it up behind the net. Al threw a couple, loses it, but gives it to Molly. Molly sends it towards the net, a little bit wide, bounces around behind. Select send it out. Jolie has it. Jolie goes wide. Up to a couple of 14ers, and then it pops back out of the zone. Select back in the corner with it. Up the boards. Moose pinches in, but Select able to bring it out on the near side. One-on-one. Brooke forces it side. Liz on top of her. Brooke in the corner with it. All the way around the far side. Jolie picks it up off the boards. Tries to go through the middle. Gets it taken away inside the blue line. Shot all the way through the top of the crease to the near side. Braden battling. Can't get it out of the zone. Pops back to Brooke. Runs into Moose. Finally cleared out of the zone. Select dump it in. Moose intercepts. Goes into the corner with it. Up, Jolie gets it, goes back in, loses it again, gives it to Liz, who gives it to Braden, who can't get it out. Sent back near side. Liz picks it up behind the net. Jolie on the far side. Skates into the corner with it. Behind the net. Off the boards. Braden can't handle it. Bounces. A couple of players miss, and finally poked out. Select regroup. Right up through the middle. Through Al. Up on the far side. Moose is able to lift a stick and take it. Select able to break out. Al steps across. Josie there, protects it. Chips it up just out of Bailey's reach. Comes back down, and no icing as it went through the whole crowd. Al behind the net, hits Bailey. Bailey has it, sends it all the way across to the player coming in right down the middle. Moose takes out the body in the back, and Lily picks up the puck. Lily up the near side. All the way down and around. Lily behind the net. Looking to center. Cleared by Select back into the corner. Back behind the net. Josie knocks it off a stick, but Select staying with it. Al gets it, sends it into Josie. Josie to Bailey in the middle. Bailey can't catch it, goes to Lily, and she sends it deep in the corner where Amber goes in. Amber back there, comes out to Josie. Josie up the middle. Al steps in front of Harkey. Shot blocked, goes to the corner. Near side, Amber down on the hash marks. Harkey there helping her. Harkey comes out with it. Harkey goes to the middle, gets poked away. Select send it, and that's not going to be enough for an icing. Kendall picks it up, puts it up the middle right to the Select girl, who luckily can't handle it and throws it behind the net. Al around the far side to Kendall. Up to the D, they keep it in. Molly picks it up. Skates around a couple, Molly goes in. Shoot, save, put behind the net. Molly picks it up, gets bodied behind the net. Harkey goes in. Comes up the near side, Brooke pinches in, keeps it in. Harkey gets it, but gets bodied off. Battle down in the corner. Sophia in there now. Comes up, Amber gets the shot, wide of the net. Sophia picks it up in the corner. Molly there, picks up the loose puck. Sophia picks it out of the pile, goes to the corner. Gets nailed from behind, and they call that check. And with 5:18, we're going to go on the power play. Liz wins it back to Brooke. Brooke dangles around, gives it back to Liz. Select get it, and they send it all the way down. Moose back for it. Moose behind the net, sends it up for Brooke. Brooke stops at the dot. Sends it up to Lily in her skates. She can't handle that. Select get it, put it off the ref's shin guard. Moose has it, over to Bailey on the near side. Bailey gets it poked away. Liz brings it in the zone. Nice pass over to Lily. One-timer saved by the goalie. Moose back behind the net. Sends it in front. Lily gets it. Sends it down for Liz. Select send it up off the boards. Chipped past Lily. Bailey with the shot, blocker safe. And Select send it all the way down. 1 minute left here on the power play. Josie back for it. Leaves it for Molly. Molly back to Josie. Josie up the far side. Girl grabs a hold of her, but with no stick, it's a pretty obvious call, but Josie keeps control, gives it to Amber. Amber shoots wide of the net, comes all the way up. Al steps down, gives it to Sophia behind. Sophia tries to send it through, goes all the way through. Amber on the far side gets it, gets bodied, and Select able to get that puck and send it out. 15 seconds left on the power play. Al gives it to Molly. Molly to Josie. Josie to Sophia. Sophia down through the middle. And Amber drifted in offsides. So as the power play is over, 3:17 left. Face-off just outside the Select zone. Liz, Lily, Bailey out there up front. Face-off goes over to Amber. Amber in with it. Gets chipped up the boards. Al racing over, gets there first. Al whiffs on the pass, but it luckily goes through the Select roll also. Select whip it around the other side. Amber back for it. Amber falls over the girl that fell over. Select end up with the puck, centering pass. Blocked by Al, and Liz is there to pick up the loose puck. Liz off the boards past Bailey, and Select have it. Come up the near side. Al tried to step up and missed. Select chip it through. Centering pass up over the top of the net. Harkey has it. Harkey battling through, sends it down. Gets there first, takes it around behind the net. Molly comes in to help, and the Select girl turns around, sends it around the other side. Kendall falls down, knocks the girl off the puck, and somehow skates out with it, gives it to Molly. Molly with a shot, and the goalie holds on to that one with 2:02 left here in the first period. Molly, Kendall, Harkey out there up front. Back to Moose, to Molly, to Kendall. Kendall tries to fit it back to Molly, and it goes off a skate. Molly behind the net, runs through the ref, centering pass. Harkey's there, Kendall's there. Loose puck all over. Moose steps up, able to keep it in. And finally, Select able to pop it out, send it forward. Harkey with a great back check. Molly picks up the puck. Molly sends it in and around. Molly's going to go for a penalty here. And with 1:26, 14er is going to go on a kill. The referee's discussing what that should be. And it looks like she's getting a 2 and 10. Never saw the signal, but I bet it's a check from behind. So Liz and Sophia out to kill it. Off the crossbar from the point and into the upper netting. Select win it back. Liz all over her. Select playing around in the corner with it. Come around the near side. Pass. Blocked by Amber. Up to the point. Shot. Bounces wide off of Al. Al gets bodied off the puck. Sophia at the point. Forces her to send it. Shot. Goes all the way wide of the net. Centering pass, one-timer, and Select girl goes in and hits at Reagan, but Amber's there to protect her. 1:20 left on the penalty, 45 left in the first period. Lily Josie out there to kill up front. Amber and Al stay on D. Select have it at the point. Send it down in the corner. Send it around the other side. Up to the point, back to the corner. Back up to the point. Amber comes through, pokes it away. Goes back around behind the net. One-timer, Reagan's there, loose puck, goes wide. And Josie with the puck, able to send it all the way around the far side, and Dee's able to get there, but Lily pops it out of the zone, and 4-3-2-1, we are done here with the first period. So end of the first, 14ers tied with Select, 0-0. All right, and here we come out for the second period. Liz and Sophia killing up front. Moose and Amber back on D. Melee out center ice. Sophia gets it and sends it in deep. Select able to skate out with it. Send it in, that's an ice. And there we go with the call. All the way back here to the Select end with 14 seconds left on the power play. They decided that's not an icing. They decided it is an icing. Select back with it. Backhand up through the middle. Sent in. Amber back for it. Amber pins it against the boards. Janelle head out of the box, and we are back to full strength. Back around behind the net. Select have it. Send it back around the other side. Come through. Centering pass. Blocked by Amber and sent out. Tipped, so no icing. Won't make it anyway. Janelle pressuring down there. Comes through. Lily steals it. Lily in front. Can't get to the net with it. Comes up the far side. Sophia. Select throwing fists and however no call. .34 here in the second period. Select around behind the net, send it up the boards. Lily, Jolie, Josie out there up front. Josie ends up with the puck. Josie spins, gets pinned on the boards, and Select's able to push it ahead. Come out, but they lose it. Josie gets it, dumps it in. Jolie comes in on the near side. Select send it up the boards. Al's there, keeps it in. Whips it past Jolie, goes all the way around behind the net. Josie steals it behind the net. Centering pass goes to Liz. Liz over to Brooke at the point. Brooke gives it away to Select, and they dump it out, and Brooke's going to be a little too fast, so no icing on that. Brooke up the middle, another turnover to Select. Shot, Reagan has it. Reagan can't quite get it before Select able to put it in the net. Liz Kendall Harkey out, win it back to Amber. Up to Harkey, sends it in, cleared right back out. Amber holds at the blue line. Amber in, and not really offsides. Kendall was still on the blue line, but called it anyway. Face-off goes forward. Braden has it, chips it up, just past Harkey. She can't get it, and Select able to get it to the blue line. But Amber does a great job keeping it, gets the shot. Goes back behind the net. Harkey back there with it. Chips around the far side. Sent up the boards. Nice poke by Liz, keeping it in. Amber drags it around the player. Amber gives it to Liz. Liz shot off the outside of the net. Up the far side, Amber all over her. Harkey comes in, keeps it in. Liz grabs it and sends it deep. Janelle chases to the corner, and they send it around the far side. Bailey beelines in there. Bailey gets pinned. Sophia in there battling for it. Bailey comes in to help. Pops out. Shot by Amber. Goes wide. Select have it. Send it all the way out. Not enough for an icing. Amber back for it. Amber turns. Couple of Select players there. Body her off. Comes through. Janelle picks it up in the middle. Janelle with the body on. Sends it up. Select regroup. Send it up through the middle. Able to stay on sides. Bailey on the far side. Can't quite handle, gets run through. Sophia over there battling, and Select throw it around behind the net. Braden on the near side, throws it up the boards, goes through the Select player, and they take it around back behind their net. Up and around, Amber keeps it at the red line, backhands it in the zone. Select goes, throws it up the boards. Josie comes across, bodies her. Amber plays the puck. Girl falls down, and Amber ends up with the puck. Amber with two in front of her. Finally hits Jolie, and Jolie dumps it in. Select in the corner. Jolie scares her off the puck. Gets pushed off then. Josie in there helping. Jolie gets it. Throws it across through the middle. Little too low for Liz. Liz has it. Tries to throw it down the boards. Goes right to the Select player. Kendall steps down on the other side. Brings it in. Kendall goes to the net. Ends up getting pushed behind. Tries to center. That's blocked. Back behind the net. Jolie pokes it away. Battle there. Shot in by Jolie, I believe. And then around the other side. Harkey fresh off the bench, pinches down but can't get there in time. Select whip it out to Moose. Moose up the near side to Kendall. Liz plays it back to Moose. Around the far side to Harkey. who dives through but can't get that puck. Al keeps it in. Select finally able to clear it. Janelle holds, goes in. Gives it to Harkey. Harkey gets hooked, gets it to the middle. Janelle with the shot, goes into the crowd. Harkey with the shot, comes around the near side. Janelle picks it up. Janelle up to Moose. Moose to Al. Al back to Janelle. Bounces into the corner. Sophia picks it up. Backhand out and goes through everybody as everybody was cheating in too much. Al with it. Nice pass up to Janelle. Janelle gets it in the zone. Select stop behind the net. Send it up the near side. Up the boards. Moose able to send it back down right into the crowd. Janelle has it. Tries to back into the front. That gets blocked. Select go to the corner. Sophia bodies her off. 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Sophia comes out with the puck, goes to the front, gets poked away. Up the far side, they give it away. Bailey gets it, throws it right back in. Select with plenty of time, lose it in the corner. Send it up through the middle, and Josie not quite able to keep that one in. It goes all the way back. Al regroups. Select girl dives. Nice little backhand up by Jolie. Goes to Lily. Lily goes in. Shot. Goes wide of the net. Josie can't pick up that rebound as she's tied up going behind the net. Jolie shot towards the net, and the goalie holds on to that one. 8:22 left here in the second period. Fourteeners trailing Mountain Select 1-0. Lily, Jolie, Josie out there up front. Braden and Brooke back on D. Comes back to Brooke, over to Braden. Braden throws it towards the net. Lily tries to tip it, goes into a body. Loose puck. Select it, send it out, but Brooke's there. Brooke shot. Pad save, sent over to the side. Jolie picks it up. Throws it across, goes behind the net. Select all the way up the boards. Brooke pinches in, but the girls are behind her. It's a 2-on-1. Back checking Josie, and they miss the pass across. Braden picks it up, gives it to Jolie, tips it to Lily, gets her stick lifted, and Select come back in with it. Go to the corner, centering pass, girl wide open, but it bounces over her stick. Braden goes into the corner, comes up the boards. Jolie gets taken out. Nice pass up, Lily to Josie, 1-on-1 for Josie. She goes wide, centers to Lily, who misses that pass, and it goes into the corner. Up through the boards, Brooke keeps it in, dumps it down. Whipped all the way around the near side, and Kendall chasing it down. Back to Moose. Moose up to Harkey. Harkey up behind Kendall and goes right to the Select players, who put it off of, I think, Janelle's head on the bench, and will go back inside the Select zone. 7:03 left here in the second period. Liz, Harkey, Kendall out there up front. Amber and Moose back on D. Shot goes wide. Kendall gets her stick lifted, and Select come through. Kendall gets taken out, and they still don't call it. Liz does a nice job keeping it in. Kendall goes to the corner with the girl. Backhand goes to the front, and the goalie has it, and Harkey gets taken, well, not taken down, but the girl goes after her and takes another step at her. 6:45 left here in the second. Sophia at center with Bailey and Janelle. Moose and Amber back on D. Comes back to Amber. Shot. Pad save, and the goalie holds on to that one. We'll try that one again right here. Face-off. Bailey gets the puck off the face-off to Moose, back down the boards. Into the corner. Bailey gets taken out. Select comes up, try to send it around Moose. Moose does a good job putting her body against the boards, keeps it in. Moose to the middle. Moose in, shot, tipped and goes back behind the net. Bailey with it. Bailey centering pass, gets tipped and goes into the near corner. Moose battling there. Sophia comes through. Janelle back covering D. Sophia keeps it in. Select get it, send it far side. Outside of Amber's reach, but Amber's able to get there first. Amber circles up. Gives it to Josie. Josie looks. Josie dangles a couple, comes through, takes the shot. Goalie saves it, and we'll have another face-off here inside the Mountain Select zone with 5:49 left in the second period. Lily, Jolie, Josie up front. Puck sent out. Al back for it. Al circles. Al comes up through the middle, runs into Lily, and Select get it. Send it up the near side. Send it all the way across. Nice read by Josie off her shin guard, but Select able to get that and send it in. Centering pass off the outside of the net. Back behind the net. Centering pass comes all the way up to the point. Dumped back into the corner. Brooke around behind the net with it. Sends it around the boards. Select throw it back in. Al with it in the corner. Up to Josie. Josie looking to hit Jolie. Jolie catches it. Jolie crosses. Shot. Into the pledge. Josie with a second shot. Bounces up, and goalie able to just barely keep that out on her blocker as it bounced up off her stick and nearly inside the post. .450 left here in the second. Liz, Kendall, Harkey out there. Al and Brooke back on D together. Harkey gets the puck. Harkey circles, leaves it for Al. Al shoots, blocked, goes to the front. Moose has it, Kendall has it, and Kendall puts it in. So 4:40 left. I think that's Kendall, Harkey, and Al. We're now tied up at 1 here in the second period. Liz in for the face-off. Kendall and Harkey still out there. Comes over the near side. Select send it down. Amber has it. Amber circles back into the ref. Sends it up but not out. Kendall able to get it back out of the zone. Goes to the middle. Select step up. Send it back into the crowd of Amber, who sends it back up the boards, and Select have it. Select circle, Kendall chasing her down. Sent through, Al has it. Al to Harkey. Harkey in all by herself. Tries to throw it to the middle where nobody is, and it's intercepted by the Select. Come up the boards, they run into each other. Give it to Liz, who throws it all the way across the other side where people were changing and not in the middle of the ice waiting for that pass. Al steps up, keeps it in. Bailey around, circles behind, centering pass, goes through the whole crowd. Molly picks it up. Molly behind the net with it. Molly backhand up to Amber. Back down the boards to Molly, bounces off her skates, comes right back to Amber. Amber shot off a body, picks it up. Shot again, rebound. Bailey can't put it in, and somehow the goalie was able to stop that one. Amber puts it through the crease, off to the other side. Bailey over there. Shot by Al, tipped by Josie. It's loose, knocked out of the air by Josie and in. So Josie from Bailey for the 14ers' second goal to go up 2-1 here in the second with 3:13 left. Select taking a timeout here, and so we will take a little break as well. All right, and here we come back out. Molly Josie Bailey out there. Comes back to Amber, sends it up the boards. Josie able to tip it in, but Select get it, send it right back out. Al has it, tries to dump it in, doesn't make it all the way through. Select pick it up, skate in the zone with it, into the corner. Back around my centering pass, blocked by Reagan, but stayed in front. Finally cleared to the corner. Molly sends it all the way around hard. The D steps down, goes past Bailey. Al puts it off the Select stick and it stays in, and then cleared out by Bailey to Molly. Over to Josie on the near side. Josie in, shot. Goalie stops it, thinks about playing it, and then covers it up here with 2:29 left in the second. Lily Janelle Sophia out there. Comes back to Sophia. Over to Moose. Moose all the way across to Brooke. Brooke dangles, gets it poked away. Girl skates past. Brooke's able to catch up and knock the puck forward. Janelle gets it, sends it out. Select all the way in. Moose with it. Moose skates in, gives it to Lily. Can't kick it up to her stick, and Select end up with it. Go around behind the net. Stop. Up through the middle. Tip to the side. Harkey pinches in, forces the turnover. Brooke to Sophia. Back to Brooke. Brooke skates through a couple, throws it up to Liz, who just backhands it in. Comes around the near side. Moose goes to pinch. Select able to get around her and dump it in. Al in the corner with it. Al up through the middle, all the way out. Select send it right back in. Moose tips it right back up. Kendall was coming the wrong way. They give it back to Moose. Goes into the crowd, and then Moose skates through with it. Kendall's battling there. Liz pokes it in, and they blow it even though we're tagging up. Liz, Kendall, Harkey, Al Amber back there. Goes across. Al gets it. Al into the zone. Al with the shot. Save over to the near side. Kendall goes, picks it up, sends it to the front, but the D picks it, takes it down behind the net. Select skate around. Up and out of the zone. Liz all over her. Pass across through the middle. Al gets it. Able to send it out of the zone. Select up the near side. Amber chips it right back out. Select get it in, give it right back to Amber. Amber sends it right back out. Sent across the far side. Jolie intercepts. Jolie dumps it in. 25 seconds left here in the second period. Select up the side. Bounces through everybody. They're going to call that an ice, but it's not going to make it. Al's there. Al around behind the net. Up the boards to Braden. Braden can't get it. Select have it. Through the middle. Throw it back in the corner. Braden behind the net. Just throws it up the boards to Jolie. Jolie dangles at the blue line and skates up through center ice as the horn sounds, ending the second period. So end of the second. 14ers 2, Mountain Select 1. All right, here we come out, starting the third period of Game 3 of the state playoffs. Lily Bailey Josie out there. Lily gets run over, and no call there. Not sure what the hell the refs are looking at on that one. Amber in the corner with it. Sent up. Josie at the point. Sent to the net. Save, sent behind the net. Josie on the far side steals it. Centers, goes all the way through. Select up through the middle. Goes wide, centering pass, intercepted by Amber. Off the boards, up to the point. Shot way wide of the net. Josie sends it out. No ice. Select back behind their net with plenty of space. Nearly lose it. Amber chips it. Kendall's there, but somehow Select come out with it. 3-on-1. Molly, great back check. Steals it. Al up to Harkey. Harkey centering pass to Kendall. Gets slashed by the goalie as she goes by. Centers it, and it gets cleared by the D. Select try to send it up right into Kendall. Kendall all over it. Force him to come around the near side. Brooke steps down. Select send it high off the glass, and it bounces past Harkey to their player. One-on-one on Moose. Shot. Rebounds there. And Moose lets the girl push her around as the Select girl stays right next to Reagan. Liz, Jolie, Braden up front, it looks like. Moose and Brooke back on D. Not sure what that whistle was for, but just a bad drop, so we'll try again. Liz wins it over to Moose. Moose turns it over. Steals it back, gives it to Jolie. Jolie dangles. Nice backhand up to Liz. Liz goes through one-on-one, has Braden. Braden goes wide behind the net. Centering pass, goes all the way through. Moose has it. Over to Brooke. Brooke just throws it down behind the net. Braden behind the net with it. Centering pass. Jolie gets a shot, but doesn't make it all the way through. Select send it up and out. Moose to Brooke. Back to Moose. Whip it off the boards. Braden backhands it in and gets hit from behind. Select all the way around the far side. Jolie there. Jolie able to tip it in, but nobody else there with her. Select break out the near side. Janelle with a nice body. Amber sends it up the boards. Select able to step down and beat Jolie to that one. Liz got away with a trip there. Jolie tries to poke it out and steps around the body. Battle at the blue line. And finally pops out. Select around the near side. Send it in. Brooke has it. Brooke to Amber, who tips it up. Just out of Sophia's reach. Select send it back down. Lily bodies the girl. Janelle sends it up out of Sophia's reach again, but Sophia pressures. Select skate in and finally dump it in. Amber back to retrieve. Amber skates out with it. Lily gets taken out again behind the net. Select have it. Turn around. Backhand. Back to the net. 12-17 left here in the third, and we are tied at 2. Molly, Bailey, Josie out there. Moose gets the puck off the face-off, dumps it in. Select send it up the boards. Moose goes to pinch in, throws her body against the boards, keeps it, sends it down to Josie. Josie comes in, shot, tipped wide of the net. Bailey battling on the near side, pops out, goes to Brooke. Brooke sends it back in on the ref, and it bounces back, and Select send it down for an icing. $11:50 left in the third. Face-off comes out to Brooke. Brooke's shot goes through. Bailey blocks the shot instead of tipping it. Bailey in, battling, gets dumped in the boards. Josie battling on the boards, able to keep it in. Josie up to Brooke. Brooke steps down. Shot wide of the net. Bailey goes over, sends it down. Select get it, send it off the ref and over to the nearest side. Brooke with it. Brooke sends it up. Moose has it. Moose dumped in just off net. Harkey forechecking. Brooke able to keep it in. And Select able to step around. No, Brooke is able to kind of keep it in, and then it pops out, in, out, and Select gets it back into our zone. Amber up to Kendall. A little bit behind her. Select send it, and that's going to be another icing. They wave that one off as Amber is able to get there first. Liz gets it, gives it back to Amber. Amber chips it around the pile, and Harkey comes in. poked away. Amber picks it back up. Amber spins in the corner, gets through the ref. Kendall with it, back to Amber. Amber and Harkey going in. Amber goes to dump it and misses. Select come up with it. Liz pushes her off the puck. Al picks up the puck. Sends it up to Harkey. Harkey to Amber. Amber up to Jolie on the far side. Off her stick, and Select send it down, and that's going to go for an ice. Nope, not enough for an ice, and Al's back to pick it up. Al gets it poked off her stick. Lily comes in, picks it up. Lily to Braden. Braden up through the middle. Jolie able to get it out of the zone. Select regroup. Amber on the far side. Select pick. Shoot wide of the net. Comes all the way up to the point. They send it all the way back in and around the far side. Amber gets leveled in the corner. Al blocks the shot with her skate. Goes back behind the net. Comes around. Net's off. And the refs finally find their whistle. .8:58 left here in the third. Tied at 2, and Select getting away with all kinds of molestations. Brooke sends it up. Sophia with the breakaway. Sophia in. Shoots, hits the post on the breakaway. Comes up the near side. Select try to send it out. Brooke steps down, keeps it in. Sent around behind the net. Sophia picks it up. Centering pass. Janelle can't quite get there. Janelle back behind the net. Sent up to the side. Moose is there, but can't get to the puck. Sophia back checking. Brooke in the middle. Shot. Cleared to the side by Reagan. Selects. Send it up and out all the way through the middle. Select have to regroup. They lose it. And then finally dump it in. Josie picks it up inside the blue line. Out to the Select D. Pass blocked. Bailey picks it up. Bailey in wide. Gets it poked off her stick. Around behind the net. Shot. Blocked. Goes back behind the net. Josie chases it down. They send it up to Al. Right back to Josie. Josie off her own shin guard. Comes in. Pass to Bailey. Bailey shoots. And goalie's coming across. And makes that save with 7:30 left here in the third period. Back behind the net. Spits up the far side. Select have it. They whip it out through the middle. Al steps forward, steps in, and goes in off sides. Face-off goes forward. Al picks it up, gets in. Gets it knocked off, and Select come out one-on-one on Amber. Select just throw it deep in the corner. Amber tries to ship it around, goes off a skate. Amber off the boards to herself. Amber has Josie all the way on the far side. Sends it all the way up, out of her reach, and that's going to go for an icing with 6:51 left here in the third period. Lily, Kendall, Harkey out there up front. Up to the blue line. Select able to keep it in, but Harkey clears the zone. Harkey pops it through. Select regroup back to their D. over the far side. Lily able to get there, get the puck, bounce it off a couple of players. Amber gets taken out again. Let come in, shot, save, rebound, cleared by Al. Harkey picks it up. Harkey up the near side, moves to the middle, gives it to Lily, inner skates. Kendall comes through, picks it up, throws it to Lily in front, tips it, and the goalie comes forward to cover that. .6:15 left here. Molly, Braden, Jolie up front. Brooke and Moose back on D. Currently a false start here. Try that one again. Select win it by putting a cross check up in Molly's face. Up the boards, Moose steps forward, pokes it. Comes back out. Shot. Reagan clears to the side. Back behind the net, Molly there. Centering pass goes all the way through. Jolie can't pick it up on the far side. Select send it around. Moose behind the net. Sends it up to Jolie. Jolie tips it up, gives it to the Select girl. Comes back. Brooke picks it up. Brooke loops around behind our net. Up to Braden. Braden backhand into the Select girl again. 2-on-2 battle on the boards. Braden comes out with it. Molly gets hit in the head, and no call on that one. Cleared out. Molly has it. Molly in, gives it to Jolie. Shot, blocked. All the way around the near side. Back down the boards and Select take it around behind the net. Whip it up the boards. They send it down, and that's going to be an icing. 4:49 left here in the third period. It's tied at 2 for Teeners and Mountain Select. Liz, Sophia, Josie out up front. Al and Amber back on D. Josie gets it off the face-off. Sends it to the middle. Sophia goes through, gets leveled, and no call on that one either. Shoulder to the head, but hey, what the hell, it's girls hockey. Centering pass gets blocked. Josie has it. Sent back around behind the net. Liz goes into the corner. Sophia battling there. Select send it up the boards. Up through the middle. Tipped ahead, and Amber picks it up in the corner. Amber pushes it up the sides. Josie comes down and picks it up. Amber battling there. Select able to come out with it. Shot, and Reagan makes the glove save. 3:54 left here in the third period. Liz, Josie, Sophia out there. Amber gets the puck off the face-off. Amber off the boards, but Select able to read that. Sent back in. Al picks it up. Sends it to Sophia. Sophia up the near side. Sophia goes around the boards. Sophia gets run into the boards. Al steps down, gets poked past her, and Josie comes back to pick up the loose puck. Josie spins up, comes up the boards. Liz with the shot, Goalie save, gives it to her D, goes back behind the net. Around the far side, Amber there, chips it back into the corner. Select send it up. Nice kick save by Kendall to keep it in. Kendall goes to the net, dives, puts it in, and it's in the net. And they call a hand pass on Kendall. But they were calling a penalty as well. So 2:59 left. Not sure what the refs have going on here. So Select going for a trip. All right, we're having a little conference with the ref. Not sure what's going on here. 2:59 left here in the third. Power play for 2 minutes for the 14ers. Face off. Comes down. Sophia has it. Sophia to Josie. Shot over the net. And Select able to get it and clear it out. Moose back for it. Molly up to Amber on the far side. Amber stops at the red line, sends it around to Josie on the near side. Josie, nice drag, throws it towards the net. Save, goes back into the corner. Sophia with it. Sophia turns. Sophia protects it, throws it back in the corner. Select go in the corner. Molly and Sophia fighting in there for it. Sophia pins the girl. Molly's trying to dig the puck out. Comes out, Sophia with it. Sophia to the front, shot, save, swings at it again, and the goalie's able to cover that one. 2:02 left here in the third, 1:04 left on the power play. Molly, Josie, Sophia still out there. Amber and Moose back on D. Josie to Sophia to Amber. Amber down to Sophia. Sophia back to Amber. Amber steps, shot, pad save, rebound. Tips off the D. Josie has it, centering pass. Molly puts it wide of the net, and Sophia goes to pick it up in the corner. Sophia in the corner with it. Molly comes in, gets it. Goes through Molly. Moose with the shot. Sophia can't tip it out of the air, and it goes into the corner. Sophia pinned on the boards with it. Molly comes through, picks it up. Molly to Moose. Down to Josie. Centering pass gets blocked. Amber picks it up. Amber throws it on net. Goalie blocks it into the corner. Bailey, hot off the bench, comes down. Bailey behind the net. Gives it to Moose coming down on boards. Moose into the corner. Centering pass goes through. Amber steps down but can't get there. Bailey tips it down to Josie. And Select able to clear. Liz picks up the puck. Power play is now over. Liz in the zone. Liz into the corner. Gives it to Lily. Tries to give it back to Bailey. Bailey goes to the boards, but Liz picks up the puck. Center around the near side. 35 seconds left here. Amber gets leveled in the corner again. Liz goes down in the corner. Amber pinned there. Liz comes in to help. Moose drifts all the way down. Amber with it. Centering pass. Wrong side of Molly. Molly to Lily. Lily shoots it. It gets tipped. Amber gets dumped in front again. Not sure what the refs are even watching here at this point, but Lily picks it back up in our end. 3 seconds left. She gets fucking slashed, and that's the end of the third period here. Tied at 2. So now we go to a 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime period. At the end of that, if we're still tied, we go to a shootout with 3 players each, and then sudden death shootout at that point. All right, here we come for the overtime. Three-on-3. We're starting with Liz, Bailey, and Moose out there. Puck goes to Select off the face-off. Liz picks it up. Liz into the zone. Liz has Bailey in front. To Moose to Bailey. She steps back. Shot. The goalie holds on to that one. Puck goes to the far side. Select have it. Liz, enough interference from behind to send it up. Bailey has it. Bailey gets pushed off the puck. Bailey goes down, still battling for it. Liz comes away, pokes it away. Select dump it down. Moose with it. Moose around behind the net. Stops. Hits Bailey. Bailey to Liz, goes through her and all the way up. Liz tries to poke it ahead, but both she and the select girl miss it. They come in, shot, off Reagan's head and up into the upper netting. 4:02 left here in the overtime period. Josie, Sophia, and Amber out there. Select win it off the face-off. Sophia goes and bodies the girl in the corner. Amber in there to help. Amber protects it. Amber gets tackled behind the net. No call there. Sophia comes up. Sophia and Josie 2-on-2 to Josie, and she misses it. Josie with it. Amber's finally making it to the bench. Josie gets it poke checked away. Comes through. Josie still with it. Josie battling in the corner and Select able to take it. They give it to Lily. Lily steps down, sends it in and poked away. Comes around the near side. Josie steps up and gets it. Josie back to Sophia. Sophia puts it off the Select stick. They step forward, they get it, they're offsides. And with 2:59, we'll have a face-off just outside the 14er zone. Molly, Lily, Moose out there. Comes back. Molly gets it. Molly goes forward, gets it poked off her stick. Select regroup back. Around the far side, Lily bodies the girl off. Lily with it. Lily off the boards to herself. Sends it up off the boards to the Select girl. Send it across. Moose comes through, picks it up. Moose through the middle. Skates into Lily. Moose goes through, turns at the hash. Fakes it, sends it to Lily, who can't one-time that into the net. Poked away. Molly keeps it in. Molly backhands it down into the Select girl, who comes up. 2-on-2. Molly pokes it away. Select in the corner, play it around behind the net. Still behind the net with it. Centering pass, Molly knocks the girl over. Lily up the boards, pokes it through and past. Lily getting hooked, able to spit it forward. Up through the middle, Moose steals it. Moose picks it around, Moose goes in. Moose with a shot, goalie saves and holds on to that one with 1:44 left here in the overtime period. Sophia, Josie, Brooke out there up front. Select get the face-off, come up through. Sophia knocks it away. Can't get the shot off. Josie chases around. Sophia goes behind the net. Select skate up the near side with it. Josie plays the body, knocks her off. Brooke gets dangled. Shot, saved by Reagan. Brooke picks it up. Brooke around the far side, has Josie up the near side. Josie up. Josie tries to send it across, gets blocked. Back behind the net, whipped all the way around the far side. Liz able to get there, keep it in. Gets up, throws it to the net. Josie has it. Josie sees Brooke. Brooke steps down, mishandles it, and gets it out of the zone, so Bailey comes off the bench and has to regroup. Bailey goes in. Goes through one player, picks up the puck. Select send it, and that's going to be an icing, assuming it doesn't stop in all the snow here. Moose has to play it. Sends it up to Liz. Liz and Bailey going in. Liz over to Bailey, and Bailey had bailed off and not gone full speed to the net. Bailey behind the net with it. Bailey turns. Bailey still with it. Bailey comes in, shoots, glove save, rebounds there. Select come up the near side. Liz pressuring her. Moose drives her to the outside, knocks the puck loose. Moose gets it, but can't get it out of the zone. Finally chips it up and out. Select back. Select send it up the far side. That's going to go all the way for an icing as the buzzer expires. And we are now tied at 2 with a shootout to decide who goes to the championship game tomorrow morning. So it's a 3-player shootout. If it's tied, they go 1-1 until there is a winner. All right, here we go. It looks like Select get to shoot first. So the refs are lined up in the wrong spot. Select go in. Save by Reagan. Al Kowalski out for the 14ers. Al picks it up and Al goes in. Al shoots and hits the corner and in. 14ers up 1-0 in the shootout. All right, Select's up next. Select in. Shot. Tied at 1. Moose coming out for the next shot. Moose crossing the blue line. In. Moose dangles and saved by the goalie. So 1-1. Third shooter for Select. In and loses it. Tries to put the rebound in and still doesn't get it. Reagan makes the save. Amber coming out as the third shooter. Amber in, dangles, and wins it. So with that, 14ers go on to the championship game tomorrow morning, playing against Highland Hills. So we play 8:30 tomorrow morning here at the Edge against Highland Hills for the championship.